Today's 25th of June, it's 2022, and we're down in Santa Ponsa. We're going to do a little bit of a different walk this evening. It's an evening walk, but we're not going to go the usual way, which is up around and up to the square, or even to the strip last time. It was quite an adventure, that was. Well, we're going to see how it goes, but we're going to head off towards the cross, so that's going up on the other side of the bay. So without further ado, let's get moving. Got a few stalls out here, hair braided. A big thank you to all those people who've been subscribing over the past few days. Thank you very much, welcome. And there's lots of videos, if you haven't already seen them, down there on the YouTube channel of all sorts of things. It's really quite interesting when somebody sends me a comment and saying, oh, I didn't see that one. And sometimes they're from a year, or I suppose nearly 2 years we've nearly been doing this now. Yeah, have a look through them, you might find something of interest. And it's always quite interesting to compare how things were, particularly during lockdown. Places like Santa Ponsa were very, very quiet, and everywhere it was quite eerily quiet. But this year, 2022, everything has come back to life, and the tourists have turned out in their hundreds, thousands, actually probably in terms of millions now we're at here in Mallorca, and the place is buzzing now. School's just about out, for us anyway, and for the schools, Spanish schools here in Mallorca. So I see a lot more kids around through the days. Everywhere's going to get just that much more busier, louder, noisier, all the things that it can possibly be. So people with very little hair can have braiding in, can they?
Why do you want some done?
Well, I'd say, you never know. You see me. I've been asked by someone today about showing where the dentists and doctors are, and the first port of call is going to be the pharmacy, and they always have this green cross. So just across the road here there is a pharmacy, and they will help you with most things, and wherever you are on the island they will help you with a doctor. Just a word of warning, there are doctors and there are doctors. So there's the National Health Service and there are private clinics, and just make sure that you've got insurance to cover whatever costs you may be incurring. So those people who are particularly from the UK now, who used to rely on the E-HIC card, they now have to get a G-HIC card, and I haven't got a clue how that works, but if it's free, get it. It might help you when you're over here, but you should also make sure that you're covered by some holiday insurance, because medical costs can soon become extortionately high, and that's whether you go to the National Health Service or whether you go to the private. If you go to the National Health Service, then you may stand a chance of the government refunding you. You shouldn't be refused treatment anywhere if it's a life-threatening thing, but if it's something like you've spotted a mole on your back, then they probably will ignore you or charge you a lot of money to sort it out. Hopefully it won't happen. Dentists, our experience of dentists has only ever been private dentists. There are dentists on the National Health Service here, but I really know nothing about them. And ever since we've been living in Mallorca, we've actually come to Santa Ponsa, where we are now, to our dentist. And originally we came to Frank de Jong, Dutch dentist, who was great, and he looked after all our family. Sadly, for us anyway, he retired, and we had to find another dentist, and we started with one in Palma Nova, San Caliu, and he used to join us at the football match actually, so he used to sit behind us at the football sometimes.
What's his name?
I can't think of it, I can't remember his name, but he sold up and went back to the UK, and I believe he had a practice in Harley Street, so went back to London. It was taken over by a Spanish lady, and we didn't seem to get on too well with her, but I believe she's still there. That's in the Mercadona area, and so I think she is still there. But we moved again, and our dentist now is back in Santa Ponsa. It's Howard, and
Howard Ford.
Howard
Ford.
And he's been great with us over the past few years. We're off there on Friday, so just for a checkup, hopefully. And yeah, he's looked after us. And actually, some of the children have been there, I think. Yeah. Elsewhere on the island, then I don't know, we're going to have to look out for places. But there's a big health centre here in Santa Ponsa near to the post office. So if you want to go to the National Health Service doctor, and there, I'm pretty sure it's open 24 hours a day for emergencies. So it's quite a big clinic next to the post office. And the next one along is in Palma Nova. Again, that's quite big. I don't think it's manned 24 hours a day. They'll probably send you down to Santa Ponsa, and then a little bit further on in Caliu, there's a big health centre there too. And if all else fails, you end up going to Son Espaces, which is the hospital which has all the facilities you could ever want. And I've been visiting a lot there recently just to have various things checked out. Looks like I'm in pretty good condition. So yeah, so I'm just turning around. So down there's the roundabout, on the right hand side the watering hole. I was at the watering hole a couple of weeks ago when the 41 Club had their Jubilee party, and I went along to support them. Unfortunately, Anita was working that day because she was having a Jubilee party of her own at school, so she couldn't come. It was a great day, really good turnout, and they made a big donation. I think it was to Age Concern. Several hundred euros went to them, and they do a great job organising events and raising money. So we're walking up this side, which is going to be the sunny side, but I think as we go a little bit further we should get some shade. At the moment we're going to be directly in the sun but looking down on the beach, which is still very busy. It's a Saturday evening, and everybody comes out on a Saturday, so everyone's enjoying the beach, and they'll stay there till it goes dark, some of them. People in the sea. Temperatures at the moment have dropped a little from those giddy heights of the mid-30s to around about 30, and in the evening it should get a little bit cooler, and we might get a little breeze. But this side of Santa Ponsa is a lot quieter on the other side. At least that's my impression.
This is the posh side, isn't it?
Posh side, is it? Certainly the strip where we were a few weeks ago was a little bit, I think I might have referred to it as being rowdy, and some people were surprised to see how rowdy it can be. Going up towards the square is a little bit quieter, and then the square is the square with the entertainment. But this side has got lots of restaurants, bars. There's the beach bar, and just to give you an idea, you can get a large pizza for $14.15. The most expensive one is the fishy one, and that can be 21 euros. That's a lot of money actually for a pizza. And just a normal sort of pizza. I don't know what it means by a large one. They've got small and large. When we go for a pizza, we usually pay 12 euros. Does that sound about right? Don't usually pay much more than 12 euros. Got a supermarket here, get yourself a newspaper. And Mallorca Bulletin is the local one. And you'll usually find some English newspapers here as well. I think most people get their news from the internet now, don't they? Certainly I do. I do occasionally buy a paper version. That would normally be a Mallorca Bulletin, but now it's no longer a daily. So only produces a printed copy on a Friday. It's been sad because ever since we've been here, that's been the daily go-to to find out what's going on in Mallorca. There is now an online edition, and that's what they're focusing on, and that is updated. I nearly said daily, but it's actually probably more often than that, which means you're getting bang up-to-date news. And it's part of the Serra group, which has got the Última Hora as the main Spanish language paper. So what you don't find in the bulletin, you'll find in Última Hora. We found another Indian. Oh, yes. Menu for 2 people. That's $31.95. You get your onion bhaji, chicken pakora, 2 curries, chicken and beef or vegetable, rice and a naan, a couple of drinks, $31.95. That sounds like a real bargain. We had a big lunch today though, so I don't think we're up for a big dinner as well, are we, dear?
We're not today.
Definitely not, she said. So lunch today was actually fish and chips at Archie's bar in Caliu, and if you want to have a look at that, I have already put up the video for that. That was fast, wasn't it? Golly. So we had lunch today, and the video is already live on YouTube, so you'll be able to sort that one out. If I remember, I'll put the link down below. I do often forget these things. I think I'm getting old. Coffee and cake is your thing? Yummy lekker. $3.80. This is at the Rumba Bar. Uruguay Bar restaurant. One that we have been to many times. This one, really big place, great value for money.
For ages, haven't we?
No, we haven't been here for ages. It's called the Rhine, and this was the first one that we ever came to, the Rhine. And then they opened up in Archie, and which is the other side of Palma. And we've been there a few times, and probably been there more than we've been to this one actually. And again, it's cheap and cheerful food. I'm not going to say it's gourmet stuff, but we tend to save that sort of thing for special occasions. And if we're going to eat out in the evening, somewhere like the Rhine is perfect for us. Good. Healthy. I nearly said healthy, but probably not very healthy. No, but very tasty. Very tasty. So I think probably at about this point, many tourists might stop walking and turn around and go back. We're not going to do that. We're going to carry on. And you can either take the road on the left or the road on the right. They both end up at exactly the same place.
But we'll take the shady one.
We're going to take the shady one on this occasion. I think that'll be the top one. Yeah. My lace is undone, so I'm just going to stop a second. So yeah, a lot of people may not wander this far, but there are some things to see up here and places of interest. So we'll carry on going. Places across the road, not really very much interest to the average tourist, I suppose. Property services, if you have a property here, they will actually look after it. Quite a business here, because a lot of people have got second homes, and they will look after them, keep your pool clean and so on. And then lifestyle properties, if you want to buy a place, then there you go.
Should we go have a drink before we go there? Yeah, well,
You want to have a drink? Oh, look at that, she wants to have a drink already.
only if you do. I mean, it's only
I always want to, yeah. Well, we're on our way up, and Anita insisted we stop off for a drink and then didn't know what she wanted to drink. So she's actually eventually gone for a rosé wine, a glass of rosado, and I've got my usual shandy. And what's really nice is we've got a little tapa to go with it. So this is just in a little bar on the way up out of Santa Ponsa. We're heading towards the marina, but we're not actually going to go as far as the marina.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. I nearly switched you off before
Mine's
that.
bigger than yours.
It is indeed a nice little stop off, dear, for
It was. Why not?
a little drink. And we actually, there was nobody in there. There was a group of Spanish men chatting away, and there was another couple in there. And a couple came across to say they've been watching the videos on YouTube. It was Shirley and Paul from Newcastle. Paul, a bit of a cyclist, I believe. Yeah. And well, hope they're having a great holiday. Certainly been finding it very warm while they've been here. Thankfully, sun's gone down a little bit. There's a slight breeze, and it's actually not feeling too bad now, I don't think.
I hope you don't need my cardigan later.
I haven't brought one. Oh dear, Anita's in trouble. Actually quite a nice, pleasant walk. It was really noisy earlier on. There's some cars going past. There's a 30 km/h speed limit along this road. 30 kilometers is very, very slow. And some of the cars that were going on here were certainly not doing 30 km/h. These are the good ones.
Sure, we'll see a bad one in a minute.
There you go. I think he's doing more than 30 on his scooter. Actually going to be walking down now towards another beach in Santa Ponsa. So So Santa Ponsa really's got one really big beach, but then on this side there's another smaller beach, and this one's of interest. Come the end of September, no, the end of August, beginning of September, when we have the Moors and the Christians celebration, and celebrates the landing of Majorca and the conquest of Mallorca, or the reconquest of Mallorca. And the landing site was in Santa Ponsa, and the reenactment is actually done on this beach. So you didn't know there was another beach here. There it is. Just a nice little sandy beach. And come the end of August, beginning of September, I'm not sure the exact date, there'll be a battle on there, a mock battle between the Moors and the Christians. It hasn't happened for 3 years, I suppose, but my guess is it's going to happen this year, because everyone here is bursting for a fiesta. Anita's thinking, is it photo opportunity? Is that what you're thinking?
No, you just stay here with these.
She's going up to take a photo. So this is that beach, and certainly if we're around, we'll try to come and make a video of that, because it is quite spectacular. I have actually been involved with it in the past. They have a big procession, and they invite groups from different associations. So one year we were involved with the Scouts, so we marched along in Scout uniform. So, good to get involved with these local things. I think this little bay is probably much more popular with the locals and with the tourists. You'll find some interesting properties. This one looks really
Big brick thing.
weird.
It's like it should have a pool on the top of it.
It's for sale, if you're interested. It's got a big for sale.
Big lorry.
I'm not sure what it is. Very glassy.
Glastonbury.
Imperial Properties, that was a company I pointed out on the way up here.
Doesn't look finished, does it?
No. Some things are sometimes too modern. Maybe we should wait until it's finished. See the yellow van in front? I think I may have done the original stickers for that.
Yeah.
That's a very long time ago.
Ponds.
Yeah.
Carl. Is it Carl?
Yeah, it was Carl Flay. Carl Flay, Senior. Sure. said earlier on, it's probably not a place which tourists would normally be wandering.
I remember it being a long walk up to the cross.
And you know what? We'll walk all the way up and we've got to walk all the way back. At various points, this one you can actually get down to the water, go for a swim. Just coming up 9 o'clock in the evening. So hopefully we'll get somewhere close before the sun actually sets. Let's see if we can get a sunset picture. Nearly there, dear, just around the corner. That's what we always used to tell the children, just around the corner, nearly there. If you do come up here, there's lots of opportunities for photo opportunities up here. Sorry?
This big house here.
Nice, lots of nice houses up this way. Yeah, that's the sort of house I like. Have to do another lottery ticket, I think.
I've done my 10,000 steps, I think I'll stop.
Alright, you stop here, I'll catch you on the way back. So here it now opens up and we can now see the whole bay. And we're not quite at the cross yet. But right down there is the beach, the main beach in Santa Ponsa. We walk up there, where somewhere over there is the square. But we're still going a little bit further. It looks as though there's been a little bit of a landslip here. And they put some barriers to protect people from getting too close to the edge, because there's a danger of it all collapsing. And normally a very sheltered bay, so not one for surfing. And you can get down a little bit closer to the water here, so get down to the sea. There's actually some steps, so that if you do get into the sea you can actually get out, because that's always a problem with the rocks down there, they're very sharp.
I've just been reading the Seven Sisters about the statue of Christ in Brazil, so I suppose this is our equivalent, is it?
No! Statue of Christ. This is referred to as the cross, but it's here to commemorate the landing of Jaime I and the conquest of the islands 800 years ago or so. There are some park benches up here, so if you need a rest here, you can park yourself down. I want to get this sunset. It's the whole point of coming to Santa Ponsa this evening, well, part of the reason, to see if we can catch the sunset. Google lied to me. Didn't take into account the mountains, so it's going to go behind very, very soon. Down a few steps here.
Careful.
Running down them. I've had a knee half repaired. So this is the cross right in front of us. This is the cross that marks the conquest, and just down to the left is the port of Santa Ponsa. It's quite easy to miss because it is really well secluded. It's really well hidden from everybody. But down there's a Club Nautico. You might just be able to see some of the boats. But it does go in quite a way. There's some bars and restaurants, things in there. Interesting to have a walk around to look at the boats. But I'm not here to look at the boats. I'm here to look at the sun and just watch it go down. Somebody's provided a convenient seat here.
Que te quería escribir para preguntarte cómo estás, que qué es lo que tienes al final, que tienes un limón, ¿por qué? A ver, cuéntame. No muy bien.
Anita sneaking in there just to get a closer picture.
Soy yo. No, porque todas tienen sus hijos, sus maridos. Ahora Marisa ha conocido. ¿Tú sabes quién es aquel que te tiraba la caña? Primero me la tiró a mí, luego a ti, luego a Vero. Es que queríamos ir con él al que nosotros queríamos ir al Zara que quería venir. Vale, pues Marisa está con él. Llevan nada, semanas y ya han planeado para irse a Nueva York, están juntos. Incluso ella ya presentaba a su hija y todo. Y claro, yo pensaba, digo, joder, que llevo 7 meses con este chico, nada, ¿sabes? Y me fui muy rayada de ahí. No, pero a Marisa le ha gustado.
Anita, I'm trying to video this and you're standing right in.
A mí no me gusta ese chico. Pero a Marisa le ha gustado. Ya, pero yo nunca encajo con nadie. Llevo casi 6 años. Y mi madre me dice, ¿quieres dejar de pensar en eso? Me pareces una desesperada. Lo sé. Yo cuando hizo ya lo de Hannibal tendría que haberlo dejado. La verdad.
Goes really quickly, doesn't it?
Eso es íntimo, eso es personal. Ya cuando te contestan eso no. Creo que aquí igual
It's like it's on fire, doesn't it?
Well, hopefully we've got a bit of a shot of the sun going down here in Santa Ponsa by the cross. Thanks very much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye.